At the beginning of the story, we see a boy named Inhan, who was screaming like he was in hysteria, saying that everyone in this school had gone insane. Teachers, students, no one was normal anymore. He didn't want to hide the school's dirty secrets anymore, so he shouted that he would tell everything to everyone. Just a few moments after saying this, he gets into a horrific car accident, and we see him die right there on the spot. Then the story jumps ahead a few months. Now we arrive at Joseon High School, one of Korea's most prestigious private schools. This is where children from the richest families study. The principal announces in front of everyone that this school is the best in Korea, and at the start of the new year, they held a scholarship exam. Kang-ha passed the test with a perfect 100% score. Then Kang-ha is called up on stage. Kang says, "I'm Kang-ha. I got into this school through a full scholarship by scoring 100 marks. He wanted to say more, but right then the whole auditorium starts buzzing about another boy. His name was Lien. He was the director's son. His grandfather founded the school. At that exact moment, Kang's microphone also stops working. Everyone in the school was extremely scared of Lien. We see Lien texting a girl named Jay. "Where are you? Please, contact me." After that, Kang finishes his speech and steps down. When he tries to leave, someone stops him, because no one is allowed to stand up until Leon gets up. This is the school's rule. The moment Leon stands, everyone starts leaving. Then Kang asks a boy, "You're in my class too, right? Which way is our classroom?" The boy answers in a cold tone, "You're a little too happy. You'll learn your place very soon." Saying that, he ignores Kang and walks off. Right then, a girl named Hera comes forward and says, "Want me to show you the classroom? Can I get your number?" When Kang looks surprised, Hera smiles and says, "You're the new student. If you ever need anything, you can ask me." Kang gives her his number and reaches the classroom. The teacher sees him and says, "You're the scholarship student, right? This is the special English class, only for special students. You're not allowed here. Your real class is at the very end." When Kang goes to his class and tries to sit down, a girl says, "That's my seat." When he tries another seat, someone else says, "That one's my friend's seat." Then the entire class starts ignoring him, and everyone quickly books their seats. Kang was actually from a middle-class family. He got into this elite school only through the scholarship. That's why everyone was treating him this way. With no other choice, Kang goes all the way to the back and sits on a broken chair. Meanwhile, we see Lien swimming in the pool. Hera comes to Kang and says, "Come on, let's have lunch together today." Then we see that the school has a separate restaurant only for the rich students, and only they are allowed to use it. There, we see another boy, Woojin. Actually, Lien, Woojin, Hera, and Jae were best friends since childhood. During lunch, Hera asks Lien to help her put on a necklace, and then she says seriously, "Since things aren't good between you and Jae right now, if you want, I can take her place." She purposely tries to influence him, but Lien calmly says, "I'm not interested in you, so don't try to play these kinds of games with me." Meaning, Lien and Jae used to date, but suddenly Jae cut off all communication with him. Hearing this, Hera gets angry and walks away. Then we see Jae. She had been in America for almost 3 months. Hera had come to pick her up at the airport. Hera asked, "What were you doing in America for 3 months?" Jae said, "I was staying with my cousin." Hera complained, "You didn't reply to a single one of my messages. That's why I'm mad at you. Did you ignore Lien the same way? Do you know that because you didn't come to school, Lien couldn't even focus in class?" Then Jae said, "I want to tell all of you something. Come to the racetrack tomorrow afternoon." Next, we see Woojin's family. Woojin's father was a powerful politician. Hera texted him to say that Jae had returned and that she had invited everyone to the racetrack the next day. Lien also saw the message. Jae came from a very wealthy family. Her father was a big businessman. That evening, their house was hosting a party, so she wore a black dress. Right then, we see Kang. He was playing piano. Kang actually worked part-time playing piano at events. Jae's father came to her and said, "Why are you wearing such a cheap dress? All my clients are here. Go change your clothes right now." Jae was terrified of her father. So, upset, she walked outside. Standing a little away from the party, she saw Kang eating a lollipop. When Kang saw Jae, he kept looking because Jae was truly beautiful. After glancing a couple of times, he realized Jae was looking back at him too. Then Jae asked Kang for his shirt and said, "I want to get out of here. I need your shirt." Kang took off his shirt, and Jae put it on before going to meet Hera and Woojin. Hera and Woojin were happy to see her and said, "We missed you so much." Just then, Lien arrived. The atmosphere turned awkward, so Hera said, "We haven't met together like this in a long time. Let's celebrate." But Jae completely ignored Lien. Lien asked, "Don't you have anything to say to me?" Then Jae directly challenged him to a car race and said, "Whoever wins gets to make one wish." Lian said, if I win, you have to tell me everything why you're acting like this. The race started. The competition between them was intense. Hera nervously said, have they both gone crazy? After a long fight, Jay crossed the finish line first and won. Then she told Lian, I want to break up with you. That's my wish. When Hera and Woojin left, Jay said, from today, everything between us is over. Lian broke down and asked, why are you doing this? Then Jay said, you proposed to me when we were 15. You said you fell in love with me at first sight. Lian said, you don't need a reason to love someone. Jay replied, yes, and you don't need a reason to dislike someone either. If you want, we can just stay friends. Saying this, Jay walked away. Lian completely broke down, and secretly, Jay cried a lot too. The next day at school, Jay and Lian didn't talk to each other. Lian's hand was bandaged. In class, Kang saw Jay and raised his hand to greet her, but Jay ignored him. During break time, the high-class students were sitting together watching a game. Woojin told Lian, before Jay left for America, you two argued. Maybe you said something that upset her. Lian said in disbelief, I don't remember anything like that. His friends advised him that maybe if he apologized, Jay might accept him again. Right then, while everyone was sitting in the stadium, Kang got up and left before Lian did. Because of that, a few high-class boys grabbed Kang and said, how dare you get up before Lian? You sit wherever you want, and then you come asking us about classes? Kang calmly said, what's wrong with that? My old school didn't have so many subjects. That's why I only asked about the classes. Then the boy replied harshly, to attend these classes you need to pay extra fees, and the minimum fee is 40 million won. Hearing that, Kang was really shocked. The boy added, this isn't your old school. If you want to stay here, you can never disturb the high-class students like Lian, Hera, and Jay. You can't afford to anger any of them. Kang was shocked and asked, what does that even mean? Are they different from us? The boy replied, yes, they are. We scholarship students wear navy blue ties, and they wear maroon ties. Lian's grandfather founded this school, and the ancestors of the others also contributed a lot to it. That's why they're different from us. We should respect them because we get to study here thanks to their families. Kang nodded and said, maybe they do come from rich families, but they're still our classmates, our friends. The boy froze for a moment and said, do you even know how you got here? There was only one scholarship seat left. And you know why that seat was available? Because last year, a boy refused to follow our rules no matter how much we warned him. And because of that, Lian killed him. Kang didn't take it seriously at first. He thought it was just a made-up scary story to frighten him, so he quietly walked away. Then he went straight to Lian and said, I'm the new student. It's been a few days since I came, but I still haven't been properly introduced to you guys. When Kang reached out his hand, Lian completely ignored him and walked away. Seeing this, Hera stood there stunned. Meanwhile, all the scholarship students rushed to Lian to apologize, treating him as if he were their king. Hera then told Kang, you're new here. Tomorrow we've planned a welcome party for you. I'll send a car for you. The next day, the car arrived and took Kang to that club. The moment he stepped inside, he was shocked this was not the kind of party students should be having. Rich, spoiled kids had trashed the place with alcohol, drugs, and reckless behavior. When they saw Kang, many said, you actually showed up? Hera calmed everyone down and placed 5 drinks in front of Kang. She said, one of these is normal. The other 4 are special. Jay will try one first, and then Kang has to drink the rest. Kang didn't want to drink, but they pressured him. Eventually, he was forced to. The drinks were drugged. His head started spinning, his body felt weak, and everything turned into a hallucination. He ran to the washroom, vomiting, furious but somehow controlling himself. Meanwhile, Lian asked Jay to meet him. He apologized and said, I made a mistake. But Jay coldly replied, you didn't make any mistake, so why say sorry? Instead, forget me. Until the day I die, I won't tell you why I'm doing this. Lian, hurt, asked, how am I supposed to understand you if you don't tell me what's going on in your head? Meanwhile, Kang was playing Truth or Dare with Hera's group. When it was his turn, he chose Dare. The challenge was, you have to French kiss the most beautiful girl at the party for 3 minutes. Kang looked at all the girls once, then slowly started walking toward Jay. In his mind, he said, brother, I will avenge your death, no matter how far I have to go. This means the boy we saw die at the beginning of the story, he was actually Kang's brother. And to avenge his brother's death, Kang had come to this school. Kang walked forward and kissed Jay right in front of Lian. Everyone froze, and shockingly, Jay didn't stop him. Lian got enraged and beat Kang up. Even after that, Lian remained extremely unsettled by what had happened. Then we see Lian's mother. She was a powerful businesswoman, always busy. Lian asked her, you came home after 3 months. Did you not miss me even once? Did you never wonder if I was okay? His mother coldly replied, I've hired 6 teachers to look after you. 2 personal assistants, 3 healthcare staff, and 4 nutritionists. What more do you want? She believed that parents' duties could be fulfilled through employees. Heartbroken, Leanne left home with his car. The next day at school, as soon as Kang arrived, everyone avoided him after last night's incident. No one wanted to be seen with him. Hera asked, when he kissed Jay, why didn't she say anything? Is something going on between them again? Just then, Leanne and Kang came face to face. Kang remembered what that girl had said that 1 year ago, Leanne had really killed a boy, but the school covered it up as a hit-and-run accident. Kang asked why he killed him, and the girl said it was because he had become friends with Jay because Jay was Leanne's whole world, his only weakness, and that's why Kang had targeted Jay to break Leanne mentally. By then, everyone gathered around to see the drama unfold, but Leanne completely ignored Kang and walked away. Then Leanne approached Jay and asked why she behaved like that yesterday. Jay coldly replied, "We're not boyfriend and girlfriend anymore, so who I like or what I do isn't your business." Leanne angrily said, "You're using a scholarship student to break up with me. I will ask why you're angry at me, and I'll go as far as it takes. I won't stop until you come back to me." Then Leanne ordered his friend Jiang to deal with Kang. Jiang went and beat up the scholarship students and threatened Kang. But when Kang smiled, he got even angrier and attacked again only to get beaten up by Kang instead. Kang said, "You're hitting the wrong person. You should have gone after the ones who beat you earlier." Jiang tried to attack again, but their class teacher, Jisoo, walked in right then. She saw everything, but didn't say a single word. After class, Kang went to talk to Jay. When he tried to apologize for that night, Jay said, "Scholarship student, forget that night, and if you want to stay alive, leave this school. Because you picked a fight with Leanne, this is the only way to survive." Kang said, "I can take care of myself, and I liked that you didn't move away from me that night." In truth, Jay only allowed that kiss to make Leanne furious. Meanwhile, Leanne kept thinking about Jay. He loved her like a madman, watching old videos of their time together. Then Hera came and said, "You're completely crazy in love. To make Jay jealous, you should date someone else, so she sees you and comes back to you. You need a girl who will pretend to date you, and once Jay returns to you, she'll back off. And that girl can only be me." But Leanne completely ignored her, because among all of them, Leanne was the richest, and that was exactly why Hera liked him. Then we see that Woojin had a secret relationship with their class teacher, Jisoo. They lived together, but at school they acted like strangers, and Woojin hid this from his friends as well. Later in the locker room, Kang saw Jiang Lian's right hand giving drugs to Leanne. Kang remembered what Inho had once told him, that everything from drugs to all dirty work at Joseon High was handled by the students. Holding his brother's bracelet, he thought about all of it again. We then see the class president, Namju. He was actually the principal's son, but this was kept hidden from everyone at school. His mother told him to be friends with Leanne and Woojin, but Namju hated it. He despised how much power they had in the school, but he never had the chance to speak up. The next day, Kang went to class teacher Jisoo and said, "I saw Jiang dealing drugs. You should check his locker right now." But Jisoo said, "It's against school rules to check anyone's locker." Then Kang said, "If you don't, I'll file a complaint against you. You saw them beat me up that day and said nothing. I'll tell the media everything about ragging and discrimination here." Jisoo was forced to call a staff member to open Jiang's locker. But when they found the pills, she said, "These aren't drugs. Students take these because of stress." Kang was extremely disappointed because he was certain Jiang was supplying drugs. Meanwhile, Jay kept getting messages from an unknown Instagram account blackmailing her. Eventually, they sent her a video showing that Jay had taken a pregnancy test and the result was positive. Seeing this, Jay was terrified. Just then, Inho arrived and told her, "Don't be scared. I will help you." Jay said, "You don't understand how dangerous my father is. If he finds out about this, he'll throw me out of the house just like he threw out my mom." Seeing the video, Jay collapsed under fear and pressure. She told Hera to find someone who could trace that unknown Instagram account. Hera felt irritated inside and thought, "Jay treats me like I'm her servant." In truth, Jay was wealthier than all of them, and Hera secretly resented that. But Jay herself was a quiet, gentle girl. Then the whole school went on a trip. Everyone enjoyed their own adventures, but when the 4 childhood friends stood together, Jay saw Leanne and walked away angrily, riding off on Kang's bike. Watching this broke Leanne from the inside. Kang showed Jay around the beach, and it really lightened her mood. When they took shelter in a store because of the rain, Jay saw a tiny puppy, and her face lit up with happiness. Kang looked at her and said, "This is the first time I've seen you smile. You look even more beautiful when you smile." Kang asked, "You're beautiful, rich, you have everything, then why don't you ever smile?" Jay sighed and said, "Our father is very strict. Since childhood, laughing or crying without reason was forbidden." so I'm just not used to it. When she tried to go outside, Kang took off his shirt and wrapped it around her. Meanwhile, the scholarship students were waiting near Kang's room to punish him. Seeing Kang's clothes drenched, Jae said, "If you want, you can dry your clothes in my room. I have a steamer." At the same time, Woojin and his teacher girlfriend Jisoo were walking around, and Jisoo saw Kang entering Jae's room. She immediately told Woojin about it. Meanwhile, Leon had fallen asleep with his head on Jae's shoulder, and Jae softly said, "That day when you kissed me in front of everyone, I didn't hate it." Hearing this created a strange pull in Kang's heart. Just then, Woojin called Lien and said he saw Kang entering Jae's room. Kang was about to kiss Jae, but she suddenly froze when she noticed the bracelet he was wearing. At the same moment, Leon and the principal arrived. The next day, Leon told Hera, "I'm willing to date you." Hera was over the moon. Then the school decided to expel Kang for entering Jae's room, but right then Jae stepped in and said, "He didn't force his way into my room. I brought him. If you want to punish someone, punish me." Jae was the school's queen, so no one said anything to her. Jae held Kang's hand and told Lien, "From today, you won't say a single thing to him. I'm not joking, I like him. Don't bother him again." Then Jae asked Kang, "What's your real purpose here? Who are you?" Kang hid the truth and said, "I want to be the top student. I heard no one can surpass you. You're the topper here, so I came to take your place." Leon was burning with rage. The next day, Jae came to school with Kang. When she asked him about the bracelet, Kang said it was a symbol of a music band and that everyone in the band wore one. Jae didn't push further and dropped the topic. Seeing them arrive together shocked the entire school, and the news spread instantly. The principal saw them but said nothing. In the special class, Hera sat in Jae's seat and said, "Given the situation, Jae shouldn't sit beside Lien." Then we saw that Jae had brought another chair for Kang, meaning he would now sit with them in the special class. Hera said, "This class is special. No one except the four of us can sit here." Then Jae calmly said, "What do you mean by no one? I changed his class fees and schedule. If you all have a problem with it, then I'll arrange a separate class for us." Lien watched everything without understanding anything because the Jae he once knew now felt like a completely different person to him. Meanwhile, Kang had become quite popular at school. The scholarship students told him, "You're dating Queen Jae, you're our new hope." Then there was a game event for Lien's group. They won the match, and out of nowhere, Lien kissed Hera in front of everyone, and Jae saw it from the gallery. Hera was over the moon, because she always wanted Lien to be hers. She started telling her friends that she and Lien were now dating. Then it was revealed that the school authorities were secretly hacking all students' phones and collecting their data. No one knew about this. The principal would forward the data to Leon's mother, because Joseon School was part of Leon's family's company. That night, Jae called Lien and asked, "What are you trying to prove by using Hera like this?" Lien said, "Our relationship is not the same anymore. I'm not obligated to answer your questions." Then he called Hera and invited her to his house. As Hera was leaving, Jae warned her, "Don't get involved in the dirty game Lien is playing." The next day, Kang was waiting for Jae on the road. He took her on his bicycle and bought her food. Jae said, "Don't do all this. I don't like you, and you shouldn't have any feelings for me either. I'm doing this only for your good. If you hadn't kissed me that day, the whole school would have destroyed you. I pretended because I don't want anyone to get hurt because of me again." Then came the school's parent event. Jae's father chose her outfit and jewelry like she was a robot, with no personal opinion of her own. Out of fear, Jae couldn't say anything. Meanwhile, Hera came with her father. Their trading company was in bad shape. Hera wanted to know if Jae could help them through her father, but Jae didn't care, because Hera had gone against her and didn't leave Lien. When Hera complained, Jae said, "It's not hard, I just don't feel like helping you." This made Hera even angrier. At the event, Kang came to play piano and complimented Jae's beauty when he saw her. Jae looked suspicious and said, "You're complimenting me, but it feels like there's something behind your smile." Meanwhile, when Lien arrived with his mother, everyone respected them. But when Jae's father arrived, everyone's attention shifted to him because he was also a powerful businessman and Lien's mother's biggest rival. When someone mentioned Jae and Lien's marriage, both families brushed the topic aside. Hera tried to introduce her father to Jae's father but failed, which humiliated her even more. Just then, out of nowhere, Hera pulled Kang forward in front of everyone and told Jae's father, "This is Kang Ha, the scholarship student, Jae's boyfriend." Everyone was stunned. Jae was too terrified to speak. At home, when her father questioned her, Jae said, "I just felt bad for him, nothing more." Then her father said, "Prepare to go to New York," because he wanted to marry her off to a big businessman's son for his own business benefit. Jae didn't have the strength to protest. The next day at school, Jae apologized to Kang because her father had treated Kang terribly the previous night. Kang smiled and said, "Everyone at school treats me worse than that." For the first time, Jae saw real kindness in him and said, "You're different from everyone else." She again told Kang to leave the school, but Kang said, "You act strong on the outside, but inside you're alone. If you want, we could really date." Right then, Jae remembered Inhan because he used to talk to her the exact same way. So Jae said bluntly, "We can never date, so forget it." Meanwhile, Woojin gave his girlfriend Jisoo an expensive bag, and Jae recognized it immediately, realizing they were secretly in a relationship. Later, someone sent Kang a video of his brother being brutally beaten. Watching it made Kang break down completely. Ragging, drugs, discrimination, everything was happening, but he still couldn't stop any of it. Then when Hera tried to talk to Jae, Jae said, "I don't want to hear your fake apology." When Jae asked her for information about the unknown Instagram account, Hera only said, "The messages are coming from inside the school, and from today, I'm not your friend anymore. You never treated me like one." Hera also said, "I've loved Lian since childhood, but because of you, I couldn't confess. Today I'll propose to him." Jae coldly replied, "Do whatever you want. You just said we're not friends, so I have no reason to stop you," Hera cried in frustration. Later, Jae's father took her to meet her future fiancé. The guy liked her instantly. Right then, the unknown account messaged again, threatening to send the pregnancy video to her father. Jae panicked, had an anxiety attack, and lost consciousness. Because of that, she couldn't come to school the next day. Lian and Kang both waited for her at school. Jae was actually staying at a farmhouse. Hera gave Kang the address, and Kang went there. Jae was surprised and said, "Why did you come here?" Kang replied softly, "I was worried about you. Whatever the problem is, I'll help you. If you keep enduring everything alone like this, one day you'll break down." Jae said in a trembling voice, "Please go. You can't help me." "Someone is blackmailing me," Kang asked. "Blackmailing you? About what? What did you do that someone would blackmail you?" Jae, shaking in fear, said, "I took someone's life." Hearing that, Kang froze completely. The girl he had fallen for was confessing that she killed his brother. Meanwhile, Leon also found out that Kang was actually Inhan's brother. And after hearing that, he rushed toward Jae. Jae kept saying, "I took a scholarship student's life," and Kang stopped her and said, "The life you took? He was my brother. I'm Inhan's younger brother." Hearing this, Jade turned completely numb. Then the story cuts to a flashback. Leon's friends used to bully Inhan brutally. Out of fear, one day Inhan hid away. That same day, Jae's brother was blackmailing her with a secret video of Jae and Leon. He threatened that unless she transferred all her property to his name, he would send the video to their father. From that moment, Jae became mentally shattered. Inhan overheard everything while hiding. Even though his own situation was terrible, he wanted to help Jae. That's how their friendship began. But when everyone saw Inhan with Jae one day, the bullying against him became even worse. The scene returns to the present. With tears in her voice, Jae said, "You deceived me. You pretended with all of us. You came here only to collect evidence, didn't you?" Kang calmly replied, "Yes, at first, I pretended with you, but not anymore. I just wanted to know how my brother died. Please help me. I know you're not responsible for his death, because you're not like the others." Just then, Lian rushed in and attacked Kang. A fight broke out between them. In the middle of the fight, Lian suddenly remembered he had never protected Inhan either. Everyone had crushed Inhan, and he did nothing. Overcome with guilt, Leon hugged Kang tightly, trying to calm him down. Later, the school authorities learned that Kang was Inhan's brother. They said, "Leave the school voluntarily, or we'll expel you. Your entire career will be ruined." But Kang had secretly recorded the principal's entire conversation. Kang warned, "If you expel me, I'll give this recording to the media." The authorities panicked and couldn't force him to leave anymore. Then Lian told Jae, "From now on, don't go anywhere alone, and don't stay away from me at school." Jae angrily replied, "Do you think Kang is going to kill me? You know scholarship students are no different from us. This discrimination started from our side, and you don't need to worry about me. I'm leaving for New York next week. After that, I'll be married." Lian shook with fear and said, "Cancel the New York trip. Jae, I love you. I can't live without you." Jae coldly said, "But I don't love you," and she walked away. When she reached home, she saw Hera sitting with her devil brother, Jang. Hera gave her an invitation card to a welfare party and said, "You're leaving for New York, so I'm throwing a farewell party. Everyone still thinks we're friends, so don't create drama, just show up." Then Hera said, "I proposed to Lian. Now I'm just waiting for his answer." Then, in a threatening tone, she added, "Stay out of my way, or I'll make your life hell." It turned out Jang had told Hera that he had something that could turn Jae into a puppet. Hera didn't know that something was the video. Jae glared and said, "And what exactly will you do?" Hera replied bluntly, "Whatever, I have to. I'm not staying quiet anymore." As Hera was leaving, she said, "I don't know why I cried that day. Maybe at one time, I really thought of you as a friend." As Hera turned away, Jay suddenly hugged her and said, "Take care of yourself. This is the last time we'll see each other. The day you planned the party. I'm leaving for New York that same day." Meanwhile, at school, Taeho was being badly bullied because he was Kang's friend from the old school. He knew Kang was In-han's brother, so he always stayed quiet and hid his connection. Kang stepped in to save Taeho from everyone. A big fight broke out. Namju saw this and got angry. Later, when Kang apologized to Taeho, Taeho said, "They'll never change. Stop fighting them. I can't help you anymore." Then we see the truth. The one blackmailing Jae was none other than class president Namju. Namju hated the discrimination at school, and In-han had been his best friend. Not being able to save his best friend, he wanted revenge himself. He had stolen all the data from his mother, the principal's laptop. That's when he found the secret video of Jae and Lien. He immediately sent it to Jae and said, "This is just the beginning. Worse things are coming. Wait for it." Because of all this, Jae fell into complete depression. She felt like everyone at school might be the blackmailer. Because Jae knew someone from the school was blackmailing her, she called Kang and said, "I'll tell you everything what really happened that day with In-han." Jae explained that there had been a party at Woojin's house that day, and when In-han couldn't tolerate Lien's friends bullying him anymore, he ran away from the party, and that's when the accident happened. Kang exploded in anger and said, "They tortured him so much he was running for his life. Lien did all this, didn't he?" Jae shook her head and said, "Lien didn't do anything. It's all my fault. If I had never become friends with him, maybe no one would have bullied him so badly. If you want to blame someone, blame me." Then Jae said, "Please help me. Someone is blackmailing me, and now Lien is getting dragged into all of this." Kang, shocked, asked, "Why are you asking me for help? My goal is the same as the blackmailers." With teary eyes, Jae said, "I love Lien so much, I have to protect him. And right now, you're the only person I can trust." Hearing that, Kang broke down and said, "How can you be so selfish, Jae? How could you think I would help Lien?" Meanwhile, Hera realized her father hadn't sent a car to pick her up, so Woojin took her home. When she arrived, Hera found the whole house empty, the workers had vanished. Her mother was crying and said, "Everything is over." Hera's father's company had collapsed in the stock market, leaving them with massive loans. They would even lose their house. The next day, Jae left Korea with her future fiancé to go to New York, and Lien planned to stop her. That night, the farewell party began. Everyone waited for Hera. Hera arrived wearing simple clothes, surprising Woojin. He said, "You look different today." Hera smiled and said, "I wanted to look simple today." Just then, all the scholarship students arrived. When everyone saw Kang, they were stunned. He looked so smart and confident that no one would have guessed he was poor. Hera was shocked. Kang walked up to her and said, "Thanks, Hera, for inviting us scholarship students." Hera couldn't even take her eyes off him. He didn't look rich or poor, just powerful. Then Namju received a message from Kang and trembled in fear. Kang walked up to him and said, "You're the one who sent me In-han's video? And the one blackmailing Jae, right?" Namju stuttered. "What do you want to know?" Kang asked. "What's your real purpose behind all this?" Namju replied, "I want to end the discrimination in this school and punish those responsible for In-han's death." Meanwhile, Hera was waiting for Lien. And then Lien arrived with Jae because he had framed Jae's fiancé in a drug case and forced Jae to come with him. Seeing this, Hera was furious. Lien announced in front of everyone, "Jae and I are back together, and Kang, you will never go near her again." Then we see a flashback how happy Jae and Lien used to be, and how one day when they became intimate, Jang Jae's brother secretly recorded it. When the flashback ended, Kang told Namju, "You said you'd give me all the videos I want, every single one." It meant Kang had come to take revenge for his brother's death. After watching the videos, Kang broke down. While pretending, he had actually fallen in love with Jae, and now he didn't know what to do. Meanwhile, Hera told Lien in anger, "You'll pay for what you did today. The way you humiliated me in front of everyone, I'll expose your reputation too." Jae told Woojin, "Take Hera home," and left. Hera screamed and cried, "Why aren't you going with them? They're your friends, right? You have to choose one of us." She went home heartbroken, only to find out her family had moved into a rented apartment. Her father tried to reassure her, "This won't last long." Hera was exhausted with everything. Meanwhile, when Lien and Jae were eating together, Jae quietly said, "Go apologize to Kang." Lien said he hadn't done anything wrong, so he didn't need to apologize. But Jae said, "You know very well that we are the reason discrimination and violence started in this school. And in some way, we're responsible for In-han's death. I want you to apologize to In-han's brother." Still, Lien stubbornly said, "I've never apologized to anyone, and I won't start today." At school, Kang and Namju convinced all the scholarship students that if they stayed silent, they would always remain slaves. They needed to unite, collect proof, and expose the discrimination and ragging happening in the school. Meanwhile, Hera stopped coming to school and wasn't contacting anyone, which worried Woojin. Then we see Hera meeting Jae's brother Jang in a secret house. Jang gave her the hidden video. After watching it, Hera was furious and beat Jang, yelling, "I knew you were disgusting, but I didn't know you were this filthy." She stormed out crying and said, "How did you tolerate such a horrible person for so long, Jae?" Her anger and heartbreak showed how deeply she valued their friendship. Then Woojin broke up with his teacher girlfriend Jisoo and said, "I never really felt anything for you. I just needed someone to be with. There is no future in our relationship." Jisoo broke down, and as she walked away, Woojin said, "Leave the car keys. That car won't save you. If anyone could have saved you, it would have been me." Meanwhile, the video was sent to Lian as well. Seeing it, he panicked and ordered his men to find the culprit. He told Jae, "I'll fix everything. I'll protect you." Then Jae learned that Hera's father's company had gone completely bankrupt. This broke her even more. Kang told Jae, "We will expose everyone very soon. They'll pay for what they've done, but I want to protect you from all of this." But Jae, trembling, said, "If you try to hurt Lian, I'll stand in front of him as a shield. Without Lian, I have no existence," Kang said painfully. "Then I'll have to go against you." That's when Jae revealed the truth. "I was pregnant." She said, "When I found out, I was terrified. My father is a dangerous man. I thought he would throw me out of the house. So I flew to the U.S. twice to get an abortion, but I couldn't do it. Every time, I came back. One day, I got sick. Maybe the baby realized I didn't want to keep it, so the same way it came, it disappeared." Kang asked, "Does Lian know?" Jae shook her head and said, "No. If he finds out, he'll break down. That's why I started avoiding him, why I broke up with him so he would never find out." Meanwhile, Woojin went to Hera's house looking for her, and when he tried to take her to the farmhouse, Hera cried and said, "Don't rub salt in my wounds. I'm leaving the school. None of you were ever my friends." Jae didn't apologize even once. Woojin said, "You told me to choose just one person among the three of you. I chose you. Don't leave school. I'll stand against everyone for you." The next day, Hera came to school and told Lian, who recorded the video, Jang. Lian attacked Jang in anger, but Kang stopped him. Lian grabbed Kang and said, "If you get in my way, I'll beat you first." Kang said, "You're the selfish one. Do you know how much Jae suffered because of you? How much pain she endured alone?" Lian, shocked, asked what he meant. Kang then told him everything about Jae's pregnancy. Meanwhile, someone informed Jae's father that Jae had been pregnant. Furious, he ordered her to be sent to New York. Jae said, "I'll go, but on one condition: save Yoon Group," which was Hera's father's company. "Hera is my real friend. If you listen to me, I'll listen to you." In a flashback, we see Woojin was the one who told Jae's father about her pregnancy, in exchange for ensuring Jae would never return to Korea because he wanted revenge on her for Hera's suffering. Then Jae went to Hera's new rented house and said, "I only came to tell you one thing: you were my real friend. I loved being with you. Even now, I do." At that moment, Hera's father called and said all the problems of their company had been solved. Jewel Group helped them. Hera asked Jae, "Was it you? Because Jewel Group belongs to your family." Jae calmly said, "Yes, and I'm leaving for New York. If you want, you can come to me too." When Jae returned home, she saw Lian standing outside crying. Lian said he couldn't imagine how much suffering Jae had endured alone. He would never forgive himself. Jae comforted him and said she only tried to keep him from getting hurt. That's why she ran away from him. Lian hugged her, apologized, and promised never to leave her alone again. Both of them cried uncontrollably. Next, we see Namju preparing to make Jae and Lian's video public, but Kang stopped him and said the school's ragging videos were enough evidence. They didn't need to destroy anyone's life with this video. Kang smashed Namju's phone and said they wanted to correct wrongs, not make things worse. Namju angrily replied that Kang was doing all this only to save Jae. Had he forgotten what happened to his brother Inhan? How brutally he was tortured? As he said this, Namju broke down, because Inhan had been his best friend. Then we see the camera pen Woojin had, and he remembered the day of his birthday, when teacher Jisoo was feeding him honey. At that same party, Jae discovered she was pregnant. Inhan had promised to help her, and that was when Jae saw the camera pen in his hand. Inhan had been collecting evidence of ragging and discrimination to report everything to the police. That camera pen had also captured the moment Jae learned she was pregnant. That day, when Leon's friends chased Inhan, he ran outside. When Jae tried to go after him, Leon stopped her. Jae said Inhan was her friend, and she couldn't leave him alone. Leon said he would tell everyone to stop bullying Inhan. Outside, Inhan saw teacher Jisoo and Woojin together, and he recorded that too. Jisoo called him, then followed him in her car. When she tried to talk to him, Inhan kept running. When she called again, Inhan said everyone at Joseon High had gone crazy. At that moment, Kang called him, and Inhan was about to tell him everything, but before he could, Jisoo hit him with her car. She came out, saw Inhan badly injured, and noticed the video on his phone. She took the pen and the phone and ran away without helping him. Later, we see Kang handed all the evidence over to the police, and everyone was summoned for questioning. Even though most denied everything, Woojin confessed and explained the entire story of the school's violence. In class, the scholarship students began blaming Kang, saying he purposely wanted to expose them. Jiang asked who told him about the drug supply in the school. They claimed that since they funded the school and scholarship students contributed nothing, the scholarship group should be grateful instead of causing trouble. That's when Hera stood up for her friends. Taehu stood and protested, saying, "Just because I can't pay the fees, does that mean I deserve to be humiliated?" Then all the scholarship students joined the protest and said they would no longer tolerate ragging just because they were scholarship students. When a heated argument broke out between both groups and Jia tried to attack Kang, Jae stopped him and said that Kang was telling the truth, they were the ones who were wrong. She told the scholarship students to give their statements to the police so they would understand how big their mistake was and never repeat it again. No one could speak against Jae. Then Jae went to Namju and asked why he was blackmailing her. Namju said that from scholarship students to teachers, everyone was treated like they were beneath them, like slaves. He hated the discrimination, the ragging, and everything that led to Inhan's death. That's why he did all of this. Then Jae said Kang didn't give the video to the police because Namju never handed that video to him. She told Namju that if he kept the video to blackmail her again, he wouldn't dare release it because if the video came out, his own mother, the principal, would go down with him. The only reason he hadn't revealed the video yet was because he wanted to protect her, and Kang was the one who helped Jae understand all this. Then, Hera told Woojin she felt awful that Jae was leaving for New York. Woojin was shocked and asked why she cared, when she was the one who ruined their friendship and wanted Jae gone. Hera blushed and said she said those things in anger, she never really wanted it. Woojin reminded her she said she wanted revenge on Jae. Hera admitted she had said it, but in the end, it was Jae who saved her, and now she only wanted to remain a good friend. Hearing that hit Woojin hard because he was the one who told Jae's father about her pregnancy and requested that she never return to Korea. Poor Woojin really didn't understand girls at all. Then Lian confronted the principal and asked how she could send out the video. The principal said that in a private school like theirs, she wasn't the only one involved in decisions. Leon immediately realized his mother was behind it. He went home and asked her how she could do such a thing. His mother said if he kept being involved with that girl and she got pregnant, what would happen to him, the only heir to the Joseon group? Leon angrily said that before being an heir, he had his own life. He couldn't live like his mother's trained dog. Hearing that, she slapped him. With tears in his eyes, Leon said he loved Jae, and no matter what happened, he would stay with her even if he had to give up everything. His mother broke down crying and hugged him. Then Jae met Kang and told him she was leaving for New York and asked him to take care of himself. Jae apologized for not being able to save Inhan. Kang asked if there had ever been anything between them. Jae laughed and said there never was, but Kang knew she was lying. Then Jae went with Lian to the place where Inhan's ashes were kept. Lian apologized to Inhan and asked Jae if that was their last meeting. Jae said not to think of it as their last goodbye, just a short separation. They would be together again someday. But Lian must apologize to Kang, because staying apart was the punishment for their mistakes. Both of them admitted they had made huge mistakes, and they had to pay for them. Then the principal called Jisoo and showed her the video of her and Woojin, telling her to resign. The video had been given to the principal by Woojin himself, just so Jisoo would be removed from the school. Meanwhile, Woojin couldn't face Jae at all because of the guilt. Hera asked him what he had done that made him unable to look Jae in the eye. Woojin revealed that Jae was going to be the mother of Lian's child, and he told her father everything to separate them. Hera's voice shook as she asked how he could do something so horrible to Jae. Woojin said he did it only because Hera told him to choose one person, and he chose Hera. From a distance, Jisoo watched all of this, feeling jealous because she realized Woojin left her for Hera. Then Woojin gave the video to Jae and confessed that he had made many mistakes in his life, but one mistake haunted him every day. Teacher Jisoo was the one who hit Inhan with her car, and he had hidden all the evidence to protect his father's political career. Later, he found the camera pen in the car, the pen Inhan used to collect all the evidence. When Jae gave that pen to Kang, the entire case went to the police. As a result, Jiang was arrested for supplying drugs in the school, Jisoo was charged in Inhan's murder, and the principal lost her job. Then Lian came to Kang and apologized, saying that in some way he was responsible for what happened that day because it was his friends who bullied Inhan and he should have stopped them. He admitted that Inhan always made him angry, so he allowed the bullying to continue. He said he had apologized to Inhan already, and if Kang could forgive him, he would be grateful. With tears in his eyes, Kang said, "Even if you apologize 1,000 times, my brother will never come back. If you had stopped your friends, if they hadn't bullied him, if he hadn't run away in fear, my brother would still be alive today. From now on, you'll live your whole life in regret because I will never forgive you."
During the school hearing, Leon publicly admits her mistake in front of everyone. Afterward, Woojin tells Hera that she should probably go apologize to Jae and tell him how she made a deal with Jae's father. Hera says doing that would destroy their friendship, and some things are better left unspoken. Jae begins saying goodbye to everyone, one by one, and spends the entire day wandering around different places with Lien. The two of them spend a long, quiet time together. At one point, Jae tells her, "You're my everything. You're my world. You'll always be my world. But now I have to leave. I want us to part with a smile, so that the day we meet again, we'll still greet each other with that same smile." Lien hugs him tightly and says she never wants any harm to come to him, and she'll wait for him her whole life. After that, Jae leaves for New York. Once he's gone, the entire atmosphere of the school changes. All discrimination and ragging stop, and new relationships slowly begin to form among the students. A few days later, a new principal arrives. Hera goes to Kang and apologizes for all her past wrongs, and gradually, friendship begins to grow between them as well. At that moment, Kang remembers something. A few days earlier, right before Jae left for New York, he had run to meet him, hugging Jae. He had said, "I'm sorry for hurting you so much. I had no idea you would suffer this much because of everything. I had no other choice, and now you're leaving because of me." Jae comforted him and said, "Don't worry about me, just take care of yourself." Before leaving, Jae added, "That day when you said I was lying, you were right. I really did lie to you." In other words, Jae admits that, even if only for a short time, he did genuinely like Kang, and thinking about that makes Kang quietly happy. In the final scene of the story, we see that Jae actually never went to New York. He arrives somewhere unknown and calls a woman Mom, but who she is never revealed. And that's where the main story ends. But wait, the post-credit scene isn't over yet. In the post-credit scene, Hera walks into their classroom and suddenly discovers the dead body of a boy. She screams in terror, and all the students rush in. It's impossible to tell whose body it is, and there's no tie around his neck. Meanwhile, Kang is shown smiling. If you look closely, his neck also has no tie. He then sends a message to Lien. "Did you tremble in fear?" For some reason, that one text terrifies Lien completely. And with that twist, the story ends. Even though there hasn't been any official announcement about Season 2, fans are expecting it because so many mysteries remain unresolved. Who is Jae's mother? Why didn't he go to New York? What will the new principal be like? Whose body was found at the end? Why did Kang send that message to Lien? And the biggest question of all, why was Kang portrayed as wealthy? Many believe Kang actually was rich, and if that's true, then the real question becomes, why did he do everything he did?
With this beautiful moment, today's drama comes to an end. Don't forget to let me know how you liked the drama, and if you enjoy my stories, make sure to like and comment to stay with me. Now I'm leaving, but I'll see you soon with a new drama story. Until then, take care of yourselves.